Hello class 8. Now let's continue chapter 3 elements, compounds and mixture. Now today in this video we will learn about the methods used for the separation of components of solid mixture. Right? Now already you have learned about the mixture. Now the first method is your sublimation. Suppose two solids are mixed together and one of the solid is sublimable solid and another is non-sublimable solid. Then how can you separate this sublimable solid from the non-sublimable solid? And for that we use sublimation method. And what is the principle? That sublimable solid is separated, because all of you know what is sublimation. When these solids, they are on heating directly changes into gaseous state, and on cooling they change back to solid state without changing into liquid state. So in this method you will take a evaporating dish. In that dish you will take a mixture of sublimable solid, that is your ammonium chloride and salt, right? And then you cover it with a funnel whose mouth is plugged with a cotton. Then you start heating this mixture. Now on heating, the solid directly changes into vapor with solids, ammonium chloride. And on cooling, because the mouth is plugged, right? The mouth of funnel is plugged, so these vapors will not comes out. So what's happened? The ammonium chloride sublimes and condenses and collects on the inner parts of the funnel, whereas common salt is left behind. The fine powder of ammonium chloride then deposited on the funnel is scraped with the help of knife. In this way we can separate out these two solid from their mixture by sublimation method, right? Okay, now next method is your magnetic separation. This method is used for the separation of components of mixture in which one of the component is magnetic. Right? Now iron is magnetic in nature, so it can be attracted by the magnet and you can separate out from any other component. Now this iron can be separated from the mixture of iron and sulfur, and this method is also used in electromagnetic cranes that separate scraps, right? Now next is, suppose you take this non-magnetic substance sulfur and you take a magnetic substance, and now they are mixed together. Suppose you have a mixture. Now how you will separate out this mixture? You take a horseshoe magnet, right? And then move this magnet over this mixture, and what you will observe, that all the magnetic solid, that is your iron filings, they are attracted to the magnet, and non-magnetic solid, it remains in the dish. In this way you can separate out magnetic solid, that is your iron filings, from non-magnetic solid sulfur. Okay, now next is your solvent extraction. This method is used when one of the solid component is soluble and another solid component is insoluble, right? Now soluble solids dissolve in a solvent and leaving behind the other one. Now we can take the example of charcoal when mixed with sulfur. Charcoal is insoluble and sulfur is soluble. Then what we do, we will take this mixture and dissolve it in a carbon disulfide. Actually carbon disulfide is a solvent in which sulfur can easily dissolve. Now then when this mixture is dissolved in carbon disulfide, then what's happened? The sulfur dissolves, whereas charcoal is left behind. Now then this charcoal is filtered, right? Then this solution is filtered, and then your insoluble charcoal is separated by filtration and is dried. Now you will you will get this charcoal in a filter paper, and then it is dried and you can separate out this charcoal. Now next is your soluble component, which is is obtained on slow evaporation of the filtered solution. Now when you will just evaporate, all the carbon disulfide is separated out, and what is left behind? Only sulfur is left behind. In this way you can separate out charcoal from sulfur. Okay, now next is your fractional crystallization. Children, this method is used when both the components of the mixture they are soluble in a particular solvent. But there is a difference in the solubility of the solids in a particular solvent. For example, when soluble solid, that is your potassium nitrate, which is more soluble, is mixed with potassium chlorate, which is less soluble in a solvent, then you use this method. And how you will separate out the mixture of potassium nitrate and potassium chlorate? You take the mixture of this potassium chlorate and potassium nitrate in a beaker and add water, right? Now okay, then you mix this mixture in a water, right? And then heat it. When you start heating it, now you will get a hot saturated solution. Then you cool down this hot saturated solution, and when you will cool down, then the crystals of less soluble, that is your which one? Potassium chlorate is which is less soluble, that is your potassium chlorate is crystallized out, right? Then these less soluble solid is your is filtered out from the hot saturated solution, and then they are recrystallized out from the hot water and dried, right? Then more soluble solid, that is your potassium nitrate, it is obtained from the filtrate, whatever the filtrate is left here. Now it is then again what you will do, you just take this filtrate and again you heat it, and by heating the filtrate followed by cooling, the crystals of the more soluble solid crystallizes out, and in this way you will get the crystals of both the components, right?